Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Now, today we are going to be comparing two different wheel cleaners slash tire cleaners. And corner one, we have Brake Buster. Now, some of you love it, some of you hate it. I haven't used Brake Buster in a long time, and from what I can remember, I feel like the color has changed a little bit. Now the competitor, it's gonna be a stout competition. Is ADS. We got ADS tire, and we got ADS wheel cleaner. Now I know that Brake Buster does not have the iron removing capabilities built into it, so that will not be part of the comparison. These are maintained tires and wheels, so I think in this situation, since it is more of a maintenance type wash, I think they'll both do great, but let's find out. I'm not sure. I haven't used Brake Buster in a couple of years, but let's get into the show. And I'm going to do a quick overview on the condition of the tire and the wheel, and then we'll do the same on the back tire. So I'll just do half of them just to see if for any weird reason there is a difference. So let's get into the show and get this started. All right, so here we have the front driver wheel and tire. Like I said, it's dusty. There's some heavier gunk. Fender well, obviously it's pretty trashed. Like I said, don't roast me. It's maintenance. It's kept up. I don't let my vehicles get that bad. But we'll see how it happens with a spray on, spray off application. All right. Already got the pressure washer going. Let me get a couple of these brushes out because I don't want to dig them out when it's all foamy. It's going to be a hassle. All right. We are not going to pre-spray anything. So we're going to start off with Brake Buster. We'll do it on the front half, and we'll do ADS on the back half. And I'm also just going to use this for fender wells. All right. Let's see. Cool surface. Sit for 1 minute. ADS tire. And then, come on, I hope this trigger didn't die. There we go. All right, so a couple notes right off the bat as I work on these fender wells is obviously ADS has a foaming sprayer, so we're not going to see any crazy foam from the Brake Buster. And it's a little windy here, so I'm going to get, how's it going? Good. So let's see. Here, actually, let me spray a couple sprays in here. I'll do a second application of both just to keep fair. All right, so we can see the dirt and grime being pulled out of the tire. Make sure you still got a good angle. There we go. Sorry about that. Now, obviously, the ADS wheel cleaner has iron removing capabilities, so that's why you're seeing that. A couple sprays in there. Now, what I'm also curious to see, the dressing I last applied was Coach Chemi tire glaze. Yeah, you can see a whole lot of bleeding on this side. So let's do a rinse off because that's what I like to do. So my method is I spray on my cleaner, I let it dwell, other than tires, fender wells, and then I rinse it off, and then I will respray some of it on and take it from there. So let's see how it does with the rinse. This is primarily going to be the test. And another note, brake buster is already drying up on this side. The ADS is still in a, it has not dried up like that. So let's go rinse it off. All right, so let's see. Can you see here? All right, so let me pull you off real quick. All right, so here is brake buster side. Not really seeing much. Not much. Let's see how ADS did. Yeah, there's still a bunch of gunk there that didn't get pulled off. Let's check on the tire. Looks like it did a good job. Now with these products, it does seem like they knocked out the tire dressing, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is readjust you again so you have a better angle. I'm going to go in for the contact cleaning, and I'll just do the same thing. Spray brake buster on one half, ADS on the other. Now, another note I will say, I do like both of the sprayers. And one little safety thing, I don't know if it's the best to be mixing cleaning chemicals like this, but I am in a well-ventilated area. Obviously, I'm outside, so I'm not too worried about it. Get the backside of the spokes. Don't know why I do this on this vehicle, because the barrels are trash. We're not really going to be looking into the barrels either, so. Now, let's get the lug nut area. Now I'm confident Brake Buster and ADS is going to get both of this cleaned up really good with the contact. But a majority of your cleaning comes from a contact wash. So, yeah, I can still see some little bit of bleeding coming in from the barrel. There we go. Now another thing, hindsight, it probably would have been better to do one driver's side with Brake Buster and the other with ADS. But that's okay, and we're here. So let's rinse off. All right, now let's bring you in closer. So tire, just some suds from my hand. Brake Buster side, ADS side. Yeah, so definitely the contact wash is what did the work. Cleaning ability, going off of it, is a evenly dirty tire, which I don't know if it's really possible. I don't know. In that form, in that test, it almost seems like Brake Buster did a little bit better job, but I'm gonna do the other side with just one of them and see how the results turn out. And then when we go over the overview, I will let you know about my findings. But for now, we're going to move on to the back wheel. That way it's a different level of dirt and grime. So let's get moved on. All right. The rear driver, some light grime, really nothing right here. A little bit down there, a little bit over here. So let's do this. I'm gonna do Brake Buster on the back side, ADS on the front. W out. Yeah, I guess I gotta have my phone super far away now. Mix up Brake Buster again. So we can immediately see the browning. ADS wheel. And then we'll grab a little tire. Need to get a new trigger for this, or just a whole new bottle. There we go. Now while those dwell, I'm going to knock out the fender well real quick. Huh? Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah. All right, so we are on to the tires. Let's see. Start off with brake buster. You can see it's pulling off and removing all that grime and gunk. And then tire. ADS side. Same thing. All right, I think this is sat long enough. Let's do the rinse off and let's see how brake buster did on a dirtier section. And I'm still noticing the same thing. It kind of looks like brake buster is drying up faster than ADS. All right. All right. Let's come in for the close-up after just the spray. So, brake buster side. Man, I'm sorry about that. I had the dang zoom on. I'm like a dang amateur over here. Brake buster. Nothing. Nothing. Now the real junk was down here. Nothing. ADS. Nothing. Clear. 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 I'm going to say, I'm pretty surprised. Brake buster just knocked that off with just a pre-spray. So obviously, solid product. So we already know the mechanical cleaning is going to remove anything else, but I'm going to try actually spray that area with an iron remover. But I'm going to finish up the wheels and tires, and I'm going to come back with my final thoughts on this. So let me finish this up because I don't think you really need to see another round of mechanical cleaning. So that's going to be a wrap until we get into the conclusion. So I will see you all there. All right, so finished with the wheel and tire cleaning on the passenger side. Now, brake buster. Most of us already know about this product. One thing I'll say about this, I don't know what dilution ratio they have this, in the RTU bottle, but that's something to keep aside as well. It did a fantastic job. It cleaned most of the junk off, probably like over 90%, with a touch-free spray on, rinse off. Obviously, it did great with the tires. You saw all the browning and the nastiness get scrubbed off easy. ADS tire cleaner. I believe it is 2-to-1 in the bottle straight from them. Tire cleaner did a fantastic job as well. It is an amazing product, and so much so I have a partial gallon of this product. Now, ARMOUR Supply wheel cleaner. It did a solid job, you know, probably, I don't know, I'd say knocked off 80+% of the grime on the wheel. It has the iron removing capabilities, so that does a great job. Now, in conclusion, picking a winner based just off of the spray on, let it dwell, and rinse it off, I'm gonna have to give the win to Breakbuster, because from my perspective, and I hope you all were able to see it, I'm gonna have to review the video, and if I have to, I'll reshoot it. Breakbuster was able to remove, we'll say 90+% of the gunk and the grime off the wheel. ADS, I don't know, I'd probably say about 80% removed. But just because I'm giving the win to Breakbuster, don't just let ADS sit on your shelf and not do anything. If you need to remove iron particulate and iron contamination, this is obviously the one to go with. Is going to do that. What I'll probably do is save ADS wheel cleaner as, you know, maybe a once a month product to remove any iron contamination that's on the wheel. Another note about the wheels on the Outback is they are coated in Underdog Pro Plus. So they are a coated wheel, and it's all across. So that's as even of a playing field as I can possibly make it. Now, this will be the wraps for this video. If you are looking for Breakbuster or any of these other products or the ADS ones, I will leave links in the description below. And if you go to Car Supplies Warehouse, I have an affiliate link and a discount code, MATT10, that will save you 10% at checkout. If you decide to use my affiliate link, I will get a small cut, which will then go back into helping purchase new products. But that's going to be a wraps. I appreciate all of you being here and watching my video. If you like this kind of content, if you like what I'm putting up, then hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and share a video if you know someone who can use it. That's going to be a wraps. Have a great day, everybody.